Hey guys, welcome to Lighthouse Tarot, where we embrace the light within ourselves and within others. I'm your host, Rachel Riley. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Stay a while if you like. If you're an old subscriber, thank you so much for all your likes, subscriptions, and that really helps push my YouTube videos right up to the top. So sorry guys, I'm getting into the light, but we have to make do with where I'm at. I'm at my friend's house right now, and I decided I just wanted to go ahead and record. But these are some signs that you are clairaudient. So I have always been clairvoyant and claircognizant. Those are my two strongest psychic abilities, but I recently discovered I am also clairaudient. You know, I kind of had I was like, oh, I receive a lot of messages through music, but there were some strange tips that I found online, and I was like, oh my god, these are totally me. So if you have these tips, that means you are clairaudient. Please leave a comment below and let me know your experience with it, because I want to learn more as myself, just realizing this psychic gift, realizing this clairaudience, and connect with you guys. And like, what are your experience? What are some signs that you're clairaudient? Have you ever had a premonition? Have you ever had, a direct message from spirit before something happening, right? So the first sign you are clairaudient is if loud noises really irritate you. If the sound of dogs barking, if the sound of a door slamming, if the sound of maybe someone's playing music in their room and then the volume is really loud on the TV in the living room and you can hear both at the same time. I like to kind of explain this as, I don't know if you guys, of course, you guys have probably seen Superman. Everyone likes superheroes, but the older Superman, right? I'll link it below. But in Superman, there is a scene where, he can hear everything that's going on in the world. He can hear every cry for help. He can hear every crime. He can hear every kind of disservice to humanity. And it almost becomes, it's all the sounds at once. It's like everyone talking and there's sirens blaring, and he's like, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. And he just stops, and then he leaves the earth, and then he goes into space, and it's quiet and it's peaceful and he can think again. Well, clairaudient, one sign of that is you get really overstimulated with a lot of sounds going on at the same time. Let me fix this. Maybe. I guess we're just gonna have the light in my face. But yeah, clairaudient, you have a lot of sounds going on at the same time, and it can really overwhelm you because that's how you receive messages from spirit. So another, I'm gonna just hold it. I can't even look at myself. I can't even see myself. Okay, another sign that you are clairaudient. Another sign that you're clairaudient is, I had a premonition. So whenever we had the stimulus check, I didn't know when it was coming. I was like, oh, whenever, a few months, the first one. And I was falling asleep. I remember it so vividly. I was falling asleep on the sofa, and I was in that little between state, right when you're not exactly awake, but not quite in your dream state yet. I was teetering in that gray area, right? And when I was teetering in that area, I heard this sound, and it sounded like coins just falling. It was like ching, 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 and that exact sound is the sound my Venmo makes when a deposit comes into my account. It sounds like ching, ching. It's like a bunch of coins. It's really cute, really nice. And I was like, that's weird. I haven't used Venmo in forever. Why would I? And then I was like, oh, I'm not even awake. That's not even my phone. So I thought that was strange. Didn't think anything of it. Went to sleep, had a nice dream. Just out of curiosity, I was like, I wonder if I have any money in my account. Maybe my grandma sent me some money. I look in my account, and then the stimulus check had hit, and I was like, oh my god. I was like, this is amazing. But that happened not once but two times. So if you're clairaudient, you will get premonitions, and it will come specifically through sound before something happens. Maybe somebody's about to call you, and you hear their name, or maybe you're about to get some unexpected money and you're going to hear coins. I don't know specifically, but I know for me, that is one that stood out to me because it happened 2 times, and I started to kind of get in that mode, oh, whenever I'm going to get some unexpected income, it's going to come through that sound. So another sign you are clairaudient is when you were younger, you may have heard your name being called when you were little, over and over, and you're like, oh, that's weird. You might have my name's Rachel. So when I was younger, they'd be like, Rachel, and I would be like, yes, mom, or yes, dad, and they're like, we didn't call your name. What are you talking about? I was 6, and I was like, but you did, and I was so adamant. They're like, no, stop, you didn't. That's because you're clairaudient, and maybe you're hearing that from spirit or from the universe. A fourth sign that you're clairaudient is you may, probably 100%, you get messages directly through music. And I know that it's just weird. It'll stand out to you. Like, I was taking an Uber, and I used to, you know, be involved in Southern Baptist, whatever. So I used to listen to a lot of those Christian songs, and I hadn't listened to in a long time. My music taste is my own now, right? And I was in that Uber, and the lady was talking, and then the music was like getting louder in the background. I was like, what is that? And it was that song by Mary, and Mary is like, it's the God in me. You think I'm so fresh. You think I'm so sweet. You think I'm so sweet. It's the God in me. Oh. And it's like, and basically the message behind the song is, you know, you have this all God kind of force behind you, and people don't see what happens behind closed doors, all the prayer you do, all the challenges you go through. They just see your come up. They just see what you show to the world, right? And after that happened, I was like, oh wow. I was like, and then I was watching a TikTok kind of a Instagram reel on Reel, and it was this gay entertainer, I forget his name, Landon, whatever, and he's really funny. Take me to Chili's, and he was playing in the background in one of his skits, it's the God in me, and I was like, that's the second time I've heard this song, like, within a few days. That's weird. So I was like, I'm gonna listen to the lyrics. So I was thinking, I was like, okay, this is a sign from spirit that I'm about to have a come up, but people don't realize all the hard work I've done, all the challenges I've faced by myself. So I've really got to stay true to that. And maybe it's very important for me to communicate this message to others, you know, how hard, you know, you had to work and all the challenges you go behind closed doors, and how you can't judge people off appearances, off their success, because you don't know how many failures they had to go through in order to get that one success, right? 10 failures to get one success. That can be a lot. But yeah, if you're clairaudient, you're going to hear a lot of messages, and spirit will tell you, if you're not paying attention, it's going to become louder and it's going to become repetitive. Because the first time I heard it, I was like, oh, strange, weird, reminds me of when I was in like a kid, but whatever. Second one, I was like, okay, that's too much of a coincidence. This song is like from 15 years ago, and I don't listen to Christian music. That's not a genre I listen to. So yeah, if you don't pay attention to messages you hear through songs, I feel like spirit, if it's an important message, if it's vital for your growth and your improvement, they're going to repeat it and they're going to make it louder for you. Another thing I like to do with clairaudient, if I'm having a lucky Tuesday and I want to hear a specific song, I'll think about it and I'll hear it in my head. I'm like, wow, I really want to hear Like That by Doja Cat, because every time I hear that song, something lucky happens to me. And you can actually make that happen with your head, because everywhere I go, whenever I think about it, it just comes on. It'll come on in the grocery store, it'll come on in the store, it'll come on in a bar, it'll come on in my friend's car, and she's choosing the radio just randomly, and you don't even have to try, it just happens. So yeah, that's another sign you're clairaudient. Like, you are also like a sixth sign, you're clairaudient, is you love music, you adore music. Anytime your headphones break, you feel like it's the end of the world. You're like, oh my God, I can't do this, right? And you love it because you feel like the lyrics are speaking directly to you, and it can really uplift your mood, and you can change your entire mood with the music that you put on. May that be you want to be in a good mood. May that be you want to connect with spirit. May that be you want to be in a playful mood. May that be you want to be in a romantic mood. Whatever, you're really connected to music. You feel it so deeply. A lot of people that are clairaudient, this is the sixth sign, they are musicians, they are really good singers, or they have the potential to do that. They know what sounds good. They're really good at creating their own music. So I would highly encourage you, if you're clairaudient, to just try it out, to just try to make your own music. I made a song once, and just for the heck of it, and it was fun, you know, and I didn't show anyone, just like someone close to me. And you can create your own music because you know what sounds good. That's the only way I know how to describe it. You know what sounds good, like what type of music sounds good together, and when it needs a beat or a drop, or you know how it sounds aesthetically pleasing. Another sign you're clairaudient. There's so many signs. You feel like quotes are talking directly to you, and lyrics, as well as your favorite part of the movie is the dialogue. Not just like, oh, I like them talking the whole time. No, whenever like a character says something that is so like, I know the Joker, the sign he says at the end is a quote, and I don't remember exactly what it was, but when I saw it, when I heard it, it stood out to me. I made a Facebook post about it, guys, and it was about like the world just being really tough and how it's flipped with the perspective with mental illness. And that stood out to me. And I just remember, I was like, man, did you hear what he said in that movie? Wow, that quote at the end though, I was like, oh my gosh, it's so crazy. And if you're clairaudient, you're gonna be sharing a lot of quotes on Facebook. You're gonna be sharing a lot of quotes in your videos, a lot of quotes on your pictures, not just any basic lyrics, like cute, like no, like things that are motivational, things that speak to you, things that inspire you. Words, like clairaudient, words are very important to you. I still have a message from my college professor who believed in me in a moment when I had no family, no friends, no a toxic boyfriend, nothing. And she told me I would be successful, and she told me I was going places and I was reliable and I had all the tools that would help me to be successful. And I kept that thank you note, that purple thank you note, with me for 5 years. So I've had it. And if you're clairaudient, words stand out to you and they can change your whole reality. So if you're clairaudient, something I'm doing, your manifestation power is going to come through affirmations, through music, and through scripting. So if you're listening to music, you're like, oh, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, I'm a queen, I'm a dream. Those are all great things for you. Listen to that type of music more, not negative music, not downing yourself, not fighting, nothing. Another thing for you, if you're clairaudient, is you want to write down affirmations. You want to do affirmations in the mirror or just write it down in the morning. I like to do this when I'm doing gratitude, if I'm in the mood, or if not, if I just see myself in the mirror, I'll be like, oh my God, you're so beautiful, girl. Like, I'm beautiful, I'm confident, I'm successful, I'm reliable, I am a go-getter, I'm action-oriented, I am authentic. What's my favorite one? There's a favorite one that I have is like, the only opinion that matters is my own. No, I'm totally blanking out. My opinion of myself is really the only one that matters. There we go. I'm always at the right place at the right time. I stand up for myself. I stand up for others. It is safe for me to be authentic. It is safe for me to be myself. I'm always at the right place at the right time. I'm exceptionally lucky. I'm an exception to the rules, like that type of thing. Like, you say those affirmations, they're going to be so powerful, and it's going to come in lightning fast. And you might even say, like, in the morning, wow, I'm having such a great day, I'm so lucky. And you can untrick yourself if you're feeling sick or feeling bad to feel good. Another one is scripting. If you want to script, I like to do this because I have the claircognizant or the clairvoyance too. So I think visually, but I also I hear too. So if I'm saying, you might want to visualize, say you're trying to manifest a car. You want to manifest a car and you'll say, okay, well, what would it feel like? I'd be riding down the road. So you're writing, oh, I'd be riding down the road in my new car. But put a twist on it with your clairaudience. Be like, the song Tears for Fears is playing in the background, the Lucky song. I don't know what it's called, but it's Tears for Fears, and I feel so great. I feel so invigorated. I feel so magnetic. I feel so happy. I feel so relieved. I feel so free. And this song is like my theme song in the background. So when you do that, this will help your manifestation come in quicker when you're working with your psychic abilities. So clairaudient, I really encourage you to, script, but also put songs in there. What are your theme songs? What are you listening to when you're the main character, when you are romanticizing your life, when you're living your dream life, when you're the most positive, baddest, confident, most amazing version of yourself? You want to put background music in that. I also feel like people that are clairaudient would really make amazing movie directors as well as music video directors, or being themselves, because they know what sounds good, and they know the soundtrack, what would sound good. They know what would look good when someone's walking down the street, what kind of music, what would sound good when somebody's kissing in a movie, what would sound good when something dramatic and tragic is happening in a movie, right? So that's really important for clairvoyant. I'm gonna say all the clairs but clairaudient, right? So those are some examples I've had. If you like this video, let me know, because I'm gonna do more tips, and I'll make it more concise this time. But this is just everything I've gathered as someone who's clairaudient. I'm really intrigued by it. So let me know, what are some signs that you're clairaudient? And if you made it this far, leave a blue heart to go with your clairaudient in the comments. Thank you guys. I hope you have a wonderful morning, afternoon, night. I'll see you later. Goodbye.